Dance Arts of Columbia provides fitness fun for everyone from 3 years old to adults. Dance Arts is a good environment where the friendly staff makes you feel comfortable. Dance Arts feels that dance is an art form that you can experience firsthand by learning tap, jazz, modern, musical theater, lyrical, and ballet. Dance Arts urges you to enjoy a sense of accomplishment while getting fit and having fun. For class information, call 875-1569. Dance Arts of Columbia, serving Columbia since 1979.
It's your show.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends. This is Friday, it's October the 14th, and we've got two guests today, Touchpoint Autism and the National Federation for the Blind. Let's start, first of all, with Gary Wunder. Welcome to Radio Friends, Gary.
Thank you.
And you're representing the National Federation for the Blind. You're here to talk about Trivia Night, but let's talk first a little bit about the organization, National Federation for the Blind.
Well, the National Federation of the Blind is an organization of blind and sighted people, and we come together to help change what it means to be blind. Blindness can be viewed by a lot of folks as a tragedy, but with the right training and opportunity, it can be a nuisance. And that's our job, to make sure that people get the training and opportunity to make it a nuisance rather than a tragedy.
Mm-hmm. We were talking before we came on the air. You were telling me that you've been blind all of your life.
Yes.
You have never seen color, and I was trying to imagine what it was like, and I said, well, I close my eyes trying to imagine that I'm blind and I see darkness. And you said to that,
That's not the way it is for me. When you close your eyes, you see the absence of something. You see the absence of light and sight. I don't see anything like that. For me, that's just normal. So if I covered my ears, I would hear silence. But I suspect deaf people don't hear silence. I suspect they're just deaf, and that's the way it is. That is normal for me.
When someone describes a sight to you, or a location, or a sunset, in your mind, you are able to construct what you think it looks like?
Yes, a location, for example, I would associate with grass, sidewalk, curbs, mailboxes, whatever it is that you're trying to tell me. A sunset I might relate to being late in the day and the sun growing less in intensity, or the sunrise, the beauty of the sun dispelling the cold and making it warmer. So I have a different appreciation of them, but I appreciate them just the same.
Yes, yes. Yeah, really interesting to visit with you. And I would like to continue this at another time, but we want to talk about Trivia Night. Tell me about that.
Well, Trivia Night is a way we are going to try to raise some money for the programs that we do. We're going to have Trivia Night on the 22nd of October.
Okay.
It's a Saturday evening. It's going to run from, the doors will open at 5:30. We'll start games at 6:30, and we'll play until all of our rounds are done. We're going to give people a chance to show how good they are at trivia. We're going to have lots of little side games that people will play, like heads and tails and different things. But the whole thing is to get out and show blind people being active, doing things, doing a community event, and trying to raise money for our programs.
And how much money do you hope you'll raise?
Oh, I'd like to raise thousands of dollars, but sometimes when I look at this, I'd be glad to just break even. This is our first year, and we hope to make it an annual event.
Yeah. So the date and time is?
October the 22nd.
That's not this week, it's next week, right?
Yeah, Saturday.
Yeah.
A week from. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah.
Today is October the 14th. Today is October the 14th.
Oh, that's right. Yes, that's right.
And it's where?
It's going to be at the Knights of Columbus.
On
Stadium
Boulevard. From when to when?
We're going to open the doors at 5:30. We're going to start the games at 6:30, and we'll go until we have a winner.
All right, and everybody is invited to attend.
Absolutely. We have flyers. People who want to get a hold of us can call 874-1774.
Okay.
And we'll be just delighted to tell them all about it.
All right, Gary, thank you so much for coming by, and I'd love to have you come back on and talk more about this.
Be glad to do it.
Thank you very much. Now we turn to Miriam Cullimore. Touchpoint Autism.
Yeah, Touchpoint
welcome,
Autism Services.
Welcome to Radio Friend. You have a piece-by-piece conference coming up and an outreach dinner. What is the piece-by-piece conference?
Well, the Piece by Piece conference is basically an event, a one-day conference where professionals and individuals affected by autism, be it their family members themselves, a friend that they have, they can come and learn more about autism spectrum disorders, different ways of working on behavioral issues that they may be seeing, also network with other agencies that are supportive in that area.
How many people are affected by autism? Is that a fair question?
It's a difficult question to ask because there's a lot of different figures out there. When I first started with Touchpoint, the figures were about 1 in 166 people on the autism spectrum.
Who are affected by autism?
And then now the statistic is actually closer to 1 in 100. So in the past 5 years, it's actually jumped by quite a bit.
And why do you feel that is?
You know, it's a hard question to ask. There's a lot of theories out there, and we just recommend people go out and do due diligence and some research from their own to find out.
Now, there are many different types of autism, correct?
Yes.
Some people may be dealing with autism and you don't even realize it.
Correct. Yeah, there's a lot of very high-functioning people who have an autism spectrum disorder. Oftentimes it isn't very apparent that they may be struggling with that on their own. Typically it's something that affects people's social interactions. It affects their communication skills. It also affects their ability to be flexible when changes come up in their schedule or their routine.
Would you say that is one of the most difficult things for a person dealing with autism is being flexible?
Oftentimes, yeah. You know, a lot of times they rely very heavily on routine and schedules in order to get through their day because those social interactions are so difficult for them. They're unpredictable. And so having something that is routine becomes, you know, very predictable for them. And so it's easier for them to get through their day at that point if things stay the same. Obviously, there are things that come up in everybody's lives that they have no control over that we need to work on.
But could you have autism and not even know it?
Yes. Yes, you definitely can. And oftentimes it's because our perceptions of how we experience people differ based on our experiences.
And you say, oh, well, that's just the way I am.
Exactly.
Oh, or that's just the way that person is.
Yeah, they're a little quirky. They've got a few little things. Sometimes we have to give them extra reminders about when to stop talking about something that other people might not be as interested in.
And that could be a sign of autism.
Definitely, definitely.
Okay. If people want more information, what do they do?
They can go to our website, touchpointautism.org. They can register for the conference online there, or they can also give us a call at 573-874-3777.
Now, today is the last day for registration.
Yes, today is the last day for registration.
So you need to call the office before 5 o'clock today, or before when?
Actually, call me anytime today or even next week, and I'll get you in.
Okay, all right. Or you can go online.
Online too.
Phone number one more time.
573-874-3777.
Thank you very much. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about Outreach Dinner and Big Brothers, Big Sisters, our program directed by Travis McMillan of the Reynolds Journalism Institute. Audio, Pat Akers, KBIA. Our floor director is Eric Stazak, and our assistant producer and guest coordinator, Uncle James Mauser. If you'd like to drop me an email, something you'd like to hear, pepperp@missouri.edu. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.